Hey leaders. Hey, what's today? Tuesday? Happy Tuesday, y'all. I hope everybody's having a great day. I am a couple minutes late because I just looked down at the clock and realized that it was past 12. So, y'all give me some grace. Did not come on right when I told you guys I would, but that's all right. That is okay. Hopefully some of you guys will be on. Zane is down for a nap, so hopefully he does not start screaming. And yeah, hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Fantastic day. Look at you, Kayla Boo. Look at you, I'm so proud. All right, I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes. I know that I'm late. Bear with me. So hopefully by now you guys have seen the sign up for the leadership lives that I put out there for you guys. If you have not signed up yet, I highly recommend for you to sign up. Do it scared. You guys know that that is my saying in life and in my business. You have something to offer. So don't think that you don't have anything to offer to us as a community, us as leaders. Nobody's here to judge. You have great ideas. And every single person works differently. So an idea that you might have or what's working best for you right now, or you feel really, really comfortable about in your business and in leadership, somebody needs to hear that from you, okay? Because believe it or not everybody does things the way that Amber does it. And there are a lot of ideas that you guys have given me that I have implemented and vice versa, okay? Or that I've heard from really bomb leaders in other groups and other organizations that I've implemented into my business. I would never know if those people wouldn't share. So I'm challenging you, if you have not signed up yet, please sign up. You have so much to offer and we have a lot of spots available for the month. So I am gonna chat about doing what most people don't. If you were a part of the Push for Promotion Fire program that I just finished, then I did talk about this in the week 4 video that I completed yesterday with you guys. I talked about it a little bit. So I really just want to talk about this idea. This is not an idea that I came up with on my own. This is also, you know, the importance of listening to podcasts, listening to trainings, going to events. At SSD Summit, we listened to a speaker who started off his career in hospitality. His name is Bart Berkey, and his philosophy is doing what most people don't. Okay, so I'm gonna really talk hard on what he taught me. While he was speaking to us, we did get his book. So if you were a reader, I am not a reader, but this is like a legit Amber book, like not like top to bottom. Alex, you were in New York City on your incentive and you were listening to a training. What are you doing, woman? So if you want to get a copy of this book, it is called Most People Don't and Why You Should, by Bart Berkey. Okay, so I will be reading this. I'm not a reader, but I'm challenging myself to read. He also has a podcast. I looked on the podcast. So the main takeaways that I got from him, other than the fact that he was an incredible speaker, an incredible man with a wealth of knowledge, I have some key takeaways that I want to talk to you guys about. Trying to figure out what to do today in the rain. Okay, well, you are allowed to listen to me then. Hey guys, so the main thing that he opened up with is talking about what most people don't do. So I want you guys to think about this off the top of your head right now. What is it that most people don't do in life? I'm not just talking Scentsy. What is it that most people don't do? Just from observation, most people don't hold the door for people whenever they're, you know, going in a place and people are behind them. Okay? Most people don't do that, y'all. I don't know where stuff has gone. I don't know where chivalry has gone. I don't know where just good old kindness has gone. But that's been out the window from my observation, okay? People in Idaho are really freaking nice, so that didn't happen there. But in most places, people don't hold the door open for people, okay? Use manners. They don't do things that are scary. Let's think. Yeah, my biggest thing is most people don't do what's scary. If it's something that's sitting in the fear realm, a lot of people don't access that because they are scared to be turned down. They are scared to be judged. They are scared that people are going to say things about them. That's observation too. A lot of people, and I'm sure you guys have heard it, a lot of people find themselves on the other side of life, right? 6 feet in the ground, never accomplishing their goals because they were too scared to do it. So 3 things that Bart Berkey taught us. Most people don't accept challenges. Most people don't do what they say they're going to do. And most people don't follow up. Okay, I'm going to say that again if you guys are taking notes. Most people don't, and I did not come up with this. This is Bart Berkey's words. Most people don't accept challenges. So something that's going to push them outside of their comfort zone or something that's scary. Most people don't do what they say they're going to do. And most people don't follow up. Okay, so I'm going to kind of dig into these. And these are my words, okay? Those are his words, these are mine. When we're thinking about most people not accepting challenges, okay? I'm just going to be very open and honest with you guys. I just did a program that was offered to our entire group, okay? I'm not calling anybody out. I'm not saying that you're a bad person if you didn't do it. What I'm saying is that most people don't accept challenges. And you want to know how I know that that's true? Because we had 36 people opt into this program out of a group of 659. Most people don't accept challenges. Now, whatever the reason may be, whatever, held you back from wanting to be in that program, most people don't accept challenges. If it's something that is outside of your comfort zone, or it's something that is scary, or it is something that kind of gives you, butterflies, or it makes your heart palpitate a little faster, a lot of people don't like to do that, okay? But good news for you, if you did not opt into that program, I spent time yesterday downloading every single week that I did in that program, and I uploaded all of them to YouTube, okay? So if you are a leader on this page and you are wanting to go out of your comfort zone and this speaks to you, please do yourself a favor. Take those week by week, do the assignments that I talk about in there. I promise you, you will see a change in your business. And I'm saying that because I have feedback from everybody who participated in it all 4 weeks, and the feedback was fantastic, okay? People are seeing a shift in their business from that program. But most people don't accept challenges. I have frontline text challenges that I've opened up to everybody in the group. Do you want to know how many people I have in that text challenge? First, I just did frontline, and then I opened it up to downline. I only have about 35 people in those text Monday challenges. Okay? Most people don't accept challenges. Most people don't don't do what they say they're going to do. Okay? At the very beginning of every single month, I challenge you guys to write your goals down. And I'm so sorry I did not put mine in the comments. I did say I was going to. Y'all forgive me. I will do that after this. Post goals. But y'all know I got goals. Y'all know I got goals, okay? Most people don't do what they say they're going to do, okay? I'm very guilty of this. For instance, I said my goals were going to be in the comments and I forgot, okay? That's mom brain. I'm human error, right? But when motivation strikes, when that fire is burning and those embers are just sparking all over the place, it's real easy to catch that flame and take off. That motivation is on fire. You are freaking ready. Somebody inspired you. You were ready to freaking go. But what happens is that flame starts to dwindle. That flame starts to burn out. If you're not constantly listening to trainings, going to events, doing things that scare you in this business, having those conversations, listening to podcasts, pouring into yourself, listening to like-minded people, hanging out around the right people, getting yourself into rooms where people are that you want what they have. If you're not doing those things, your fire is not going to stay lit. And I'm very guilty of running myself ragged, of burning the candle at both ends. Who can agree with me? Burning the candle at both ends because I just have to get everything done. I just have to get everything done. Would you guys believe me if I listened to Katie Lassiter yesterday and she said, Amber, we have 31 days in the month. Chill out. We have to chill out. Because if I hustle on the first of the month, that's my mindset. I'm type A, I'm OCD. I'm very driven. I'm internally driven. But if I'm that hard on myself and I don't give myself grace and I say, Amber, it's okay. There's 31 freaking days. Why do you have to do it all in one? I'm going to burn myself out. We need to give ourselves grace, and we have to remember, motivation is bull. You're not always going to be motivated. You're not always going to want to get things done. But guys, listen to me. Yesterday I woke up and I was not in a good place. I wasn't in a good place. None of you guys would know that. And all I wanted to do was sleep. All I wanted to do was not work. I had so much to do, guys. I was gone for 4 days out of the week last week. It took me a full 2 days to catch up on sleep. The last thing I wanted to do was work. But what did I do? I made myself a coffee. I made myself drink a bottle of water, even though I did not want to, and I still don't want to, but here we are. I made myself come in because motivation is a lie. We're going to get tired. We're going to do things that are going to burn us out, intentionally or not. But are you going to do what you said you were going to do when you're not feeling it? Because I'm going to tell you 9 times out of 10, I'm not feeling it. And would you believe me if I said right now that I didn't bust my hiney yesterday to make sure I had an order in? Because y'all, believe me, I am a person, I'm like, it is the first of the month. I have to have 500 PRV. Would you believe me if I held on to putting any orders in yesterday and I'm just now about to put an order in? I am at 0 PRV right now. Would you believe me? Because it's the truth. And why did I do that? Why did I do that? Number one, I had to do follow-ups because I hadn't caught up on follow-ups because I was out of town. Number two, I wanted to get a host kit away. I'm being very intentional with doing what I said I was going to do when I was motivated, when I was on fire, when I had a call with home office, and I said, I need to work on sponsoring. I need to work on bringing new people into this Scentsy business. I need to work on sharing this opportunity. And I told myself, I am not closing this party out until I can give this host kit away. I'm about to close it out. And I have somebody new joining my team. Praise the Lord above. But I told myself, it's not worth it. What am I doing? I have to do what I said what I was going to do in order for my business to see the results. When I was in home office at SSD Summit, Dan challenged us as SSDs, 3 conversations a day about the joint opportunity. I extended that to you guys. I extended it and some. I changed it into a chart of having different conversations a day, but solely around sponsoring parties and club. With the 3 bracelets, mine are switched over onto this wrist because I had 5 conversations today and booked 1 party out of it. And I recruited somebody. Okay, listen to me. I'm doing the same things right beside you guys, and I don't want to do it any more than you do. I just know that if I don't do what I said I'm going to do, then my business is not going to reflect that. My business is going to stay stagnant, and then it's just going to go away. If I'm not partying, I'm not expanding my customer base, I'm not bringing in new people to experience Scentsy, what am I doing? Do what you say you're gonna do even when you don't feel like it. Guys, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. I'm in a weird headspace, but I'm doing it anyways. I'm doing it anyways. I'm doing it scared. I'm doing it dragging my feet because I know it needs to be done. Okay? Most people don't follow up. The fortune is in the follow-up. How many of you have heard that? The fortune is in the follow-up. I realized this morning that I had done an awful lot of personally texting people that are always getting texts from me. I had done an awful lot of posting in my VIP page, and I had done an awful lot of sending emails. Listen to this statistic that Mark Berkeley said to us. I didn't write this in my notes, but it is from last week. If I find it. The open up rate of emails is 20%. The open up rate of emails is 20%. So when somebody gets an email, the statistic, a percentage of them opening up that email is 20%. Think about that. I send a lot of emails to my customers, at least once a week, okay? If y'all were to see my email right now, if it is not important to me at the time, I do not open it and it sits there. It's a problem. I'm understanding this. I'm claiming it. It's a problem. I have 5,325 unread emails. It's a very serious problem. But if I'm doing that from my HOA, I'm just looking, from my HOA, from Scentsy, from my mortgage company, from Delta Airlines, even though I just flew with them, I don't have something open from them. If I'm doing that, what are they doing? Probably the same thing, okay? Following up is going to look differently. This morning, I realized when I was following up, I needed to follow up differently and how I used to follow up. Who remembers, if you've been with Scentsy for a while, how I've always followed up? Does anyone remember? It's very simple. Let's see if anybody remembers first. I've never used Amy. It stresses me the F out. We don't even have it anymore. It made me panic having things I had to check off, okay? The fortune is in the follow-up. Listen, go to your workstation. Yes, paper and pen is how I do it. Order history, okay? I went even farther back than that. I went to my workstation. I went to my contacts tab, show all, and I scrolled. And if it was someone I had not gotten in touch with in a while, I simply texted them and said, hey girl, I hope you're doing well. Actually, I don't even know if I said I hope you're doing well. I said, I'm closing a party out. Do you need anything? Do you know how many orders, how many conversations? I booked a party from that. I got 5 extra orders and booked a party just from doing that. Just from doing that. We have to make sure we're following up because most people don't. That's where customer service is key. It's a key part of customer service. You want to be an excellent person, salesperson, whatever you claim, excellent consultant. I don't call myself a salesperson. I share what I love. You want to give excellent customer service follow-up. I'm not saying when somebody gets their order, say, oh my God, how's your friggin' oil? How do you love it? Like, I'm not saying like that. I'm saying, are you making sure that you're keeping in contact with people? Okay? So those were the 3. Most people don't accept challenges. Most people don't do what they say they will do. And most people don't follow up. So those are 3 things I want you to focus on. I want you to do what most people don't. I want you to accept challenges. I want you to do what you say you're going to do whenever you maybe don't feel like it. When you feel like you're failing, or you feel like nothing's working, or you feel like that's too high of a mountain to climb, I want you to remember you're going to do what you said you were going to do. If at the beginning of the month, yesterday, you said you're going to hit 2,000 PRV, you're going to get 2 new teamies, you're going to get 2 new clubbers. By God's grace, you're going to buckle down and do it. because you are different. You are the 1%, and you are going to do what you said you were going to do when you were motivated, when it felt good. You're going to do it anyways. And you're going to follow up, because most people don't do that. You want to be different? Do those 3 things. Okay? An analogy that he gave us. What is it? Acronym? When you take a word and you put, that's where I've been out of teaching too long. Anywho, when you take a word and you put words with the different letters to remember it, okay? So he told us to become even more fabulous, okay? So with FAB, he gave us different words to go with it, okay? So most people are not flexible. Most people are not flexible. Adapt. Most people don't adapt to situations. Most people are very closed-minded. Most people are very, it's my way or the highway. Most people are very black and white, and they will not adapt to conflict. They won't adapt to situations because it's not comfortable, because they don't want to learn, okay? And then B, breathe and give yourself grace. Most people don't do that. I have a very hard time with giving myself grace. Very hard time. Anybody else? I think I should know it all. I think that I should have it all figured out. I think that I should be the best at what I do. I know that's not reality, but I hold myself to a very high standard. Very high standard. I've always been that way. So I'm going to remind you guys, become more fabulous, flexible. When times get tough, when you have to figure out what to do, when you have to figure out a situation that's going on with your teamie, when you have to figure out a situation with, I don't know, LTOs selling out, how are you flexible? How can you change it? How can you adapt, and accept that you can't change that situation? So how have I adapted, okay? My Facebook parties are trash right now. I tried 2 months ago to do 4 different ones. They all flopped, every single one of them. Before COVID, I had never had a successful Facebook party. I lived on home parties. That is how I built my business. And I had to teach myself, I had to adapt. When the world shut down, nobody could get together. I had to teach myself and adapt and figure out how to do Facebook parties. Now, Facebook parties are not working for me. So guess what? I had to adapt again, and I wasn't going to keep trying. 4 parties weren't working, okay? Algorithms, I don't know what it is. So I adapted. I figured out how to do a shop and scroll party with links, and I figured out how to do a bag party and make it work. That's what I've been doing the past 2 months. I have adapted and figured out what to do. I've accepted that Facebook parties and me are breaking up for the time being. Might not be forever, but we're breaking up. I've accepted it, and I have adapted, and I'm moving on, okay? And B, breathe, give yourself grace. You got to do it. None of us are perfect. Nobody that walks this earth is perfect. That SSD that you look up to, I can promise you, is just as terrified to do the things that they train on than they would tell you. How do I know this? Because I listened, and I sat, and I had tears, and I had chills in a room full of 150 of them. With a handful of them I have looked up to my entire business, saying the same things. The same things. I'm scared, but I do it anyways. I have those conversations even though I don't want to. Scentsy is my life. This got me out of circumstances, okay? You can relate a lot more to them, but give yourself grace. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, and if somebody pretends that they're perfect, they got issues. Nobody's perfect, okay? With that being said, if something's not working, pivot. That goes with the adaptability. If something is not working, pivot. Move away from it. If it's not working, it's probably not going to work in that moment. It's okay. Give it some time to see if it is going to work. Don't just quit it right away. Like if you're having conversations and you're like, oh my God, nobody's answering me, still have the conversations. You're going to get ignored. You're going to get told no. You guys hear that from me a million times, okay? But if something's not working, like I said, with the Facebook parties, give it some time. Not working, pivot. Move, change directions. It's okay. You're not a failure. It doesn't define you. You just have to figure out what is going to work. Okay? This business can change your life. This business can change your life. If you're watching live, please tell me in one way that this business has already changed your life. And I don't want to hear that it hasn't changed your life, because I know that if you are in this position of leadership, it has changed your life, at least in one way. For me, it got me away from teaching. For me, I'm home with my baby. And I don't think I truly understood that until the other day when I was thinking about it. I am home with my child, and he does not have to be in daycare because I do Scentsy. That's real, y'all. Income disclosure. Results not typical. But if you work hard, that can be your reality. That might not want to be your reality. Do you know how many SSDs still have really successful businesses outside of Scentsy? There's a ton. But if that is something that you wanted, you can do that if you stay the course. If you do what most people don't, if you accept the challenges, if you have the conversations, if you do what you said you were going to do back when it sounded good on January 1st. If you do what you said you were going to do when it sounded good, I don't know, last fall. Do what most people don't, and you will have what most people do not have. Okay? Something I also took away. I want you guys to remember this quote from Maya Angelou. Most people will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. I'm going to say that again. I know you guys have heard that quote, but let that sink in. Most people will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. I went through a time in my business where I was not focused on people being people. I was not focused on people having their own reasons for being with this business, for remembering where I came from in this business. It wasn't always a full-time business for me. I lost sight of that. It is so important that customers, teamies, downline, you treat people with respect and how you would want to be treated. That's the biggest wisdom thing, right? Treat others how you want to be treated. It's the golden rule in life. People are going to forget what came out of your mouth, but people are never going to forget how you made them feel. If you make somebody feel like they don't matter, think about that. Like somebody's just a number, somebody's just a sale, they're not going to want to support you. They're not going to want to be your friend. Think about that. Everything that you do, most people don't go out of their way to hold a door for somebody. Most people don't go out of their way to say please and thank you. Most people don't check in on people. Most people aren't you. So I want you to think about that. I want you to think about what you can do in this business as this vessel to leave the world a better place, to change somebody's day for the better. Example, because that's who I am. I sold my wine fridge earlier. The guy that came to pick it up, we were just having a conversation. He was saying he was building a bar in his garage, and I was like, oh, me too. Or we have one. I don't drink wine anymore, so that's why I was getting rid of it. And I gave him a scent circle. Okay, we didn't talk anything about Scentsy, but it started the conversation about Scentsy. And he was like, oh my gosh, I love keeping my car clean. Like, what other stuff do you guys have? I've never heard of Scentsy. Y'all, he lived right down the road from me in Leland. Right down the road from me. Never heard of Scentsy. So don't tell me everybody has a Scentsy consultant or everybody knows what Scentsy is. It's not true. Not true. We started talking about cars, and he was asking me if we have like wax stuff. And I was like, no, but we do have Scentsy Fresh that you could spray on your seats for like an odor, whatever, a deodor thing. Oh, I'll check it out. What do I need to do? I said, just scan that QR code right there. My phone number's right there too if you need anything. Do what most people don't. Most people would be scared to do that. Amber years ago would be terrified to do that, but guess what? What do I have to lose? His car's gonna smell like Havana, even if he does not say anything to me. That's fine. Do what most people are not gonna do. Treat people with love and respect. Treat people with kindness. And do the 3 things. Accept challenges. I throw challenges at you guys all the time. Accept them. Do them. Do them to grow. Get out of your comfort zone. If you want this business to be something, which I'm guessing you do, you guys are leaders. You have at least one person on your team. Show up for yourself and show up for them. They're watching you. If you're not showing up, they are not going to show up. Why are they going to show up? They didn't join me. If they wanted to join me, they would have. They joined you. Are you guiding them? Are you helping them? Are you giving them grace? Are you meeting them where they're at? Are you asking questions? Are you giving them challenges? Accept challenges and then challenge your team to do the same. Okay? Do what you say you're going to do when you're not motivated and follow up. Okay? I hope this was helpful. And if you did not accept my challenge in Feet to Faith that I put up a like a table of the 3 conversations a day. I'm going to challenge you to do what most people don't do, and I'm going to challenge you to do that. Get your 3 bracelets, get your 3 hair ties, get your 3 rubber bands, do what you need to do. And what we're doing is we're having 3 conversations a day, okay? We're switching it up every single day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday have different days. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to Feet to Faith and look at it. But as you have those conversations, you're taking the bracelet off, whatever it is, and moving it over. It's a visual so you can remember. At nighttime, if you have not finished all of them, you need to finish them, okay? Some of you might not have seen that challenge, so I'm going to challenge you to accept that challenge, okay? Hope this was helpful. Hope you guys are having a great start to your May, and I will talk to you later.